as you say, they looked like they don't trust you. And I think it's because you saw that and you thought they will call the police on you. That's why you moved on, and you were hoping that where you are going, you will quickly load these things on the van as you did and leave before there was any interruption. That's what I say it looks like. Thank you. Else? You can comment if you want to. I suspect you're going to say you have no comment. You may comment if you want to, Chief.
No, I also thought you are dictating to me, so I wouldn't comment.
I could never dictate to you, Chief. I put to you what I say it looks like to me. I may be wrong entirely. I'm putting to you that these facts, because it doesn't make sense that you did not operationalize this at New Jersey. You tell us you acted on advice of people who are suspects themselves. You acted on their advice. Doesn't make sense. And then I say, this is what it looks like. It looks like you aborted Yellow Jersey because you saw these people don't trust you. You thought they'll call the police on you. And you were hoping at the second location you will be able to take the drugs and do a quick getaway, which I suggest you were doing with a black van. You didn't anticipate it will go down as badly as it did. That's why things happened the way that they did. So you can comment. You can say I'm wrong if in what I'm saying, and then we can move on.
I wouldn't even attempt saying you are wrong. I've learned to accept that I don't think I'll ever make sense to you, Commissioner. Because
okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right, I've heard you. Thank you. Ms. Siegels?
Thank you, Commissioners. Can I just confer with do you know, Chief, do you know when General Mfazi died?
I was told by Nku recently that he died, I think on the 8th of July.
2021?
Yes.
The day when you get involved in this by Nku?
Yes.
Okay, now we know that Mr. Nku, it was his intention now to, well, from the messages that we showed you on page 326 of that bundle where he speaks about now we have to go back to offloading from the trucks again. Do you recall that? Do you recall that message that I had showed you?
Yes.
And he tells you again about a truck from Durban to Johannesburg. He involves you in that. You say he was giving you a tip off so that you could execute a legitimate operation. And really, we don't have anyone to confirm that he had previously engaged with General Mfazi, because General Mfazi is no more, about the same information that he gives you on the 8th of July, 2021. Correct. You with me so far?
I'm with you.
Okay. You don't tell your boss that you're going to this operation on the 9th of July. In fact, when they engage with, if we can, I'll just read it for you. That is Pompey at page 147 of the state of the bundle. It's a statement by the director in traffic management, who you indicated was your immediate superior at the time. 147. Do you see that? Just let me know when you're there. It's
yes.
a statement by Director Pompey.
Yes, I see that.
On the 9th of July 2021 at 10:34, I phoned Mashaba as the acting deputy director in the Southern Corridor to join my visit to all the K78 roadblock in our area to give support to our officers. He indicated to me that he has an urgent matter that he is attending to, but he did not mention the matter. I respected what he told me due to the nature of his meetings and operations. In his area, he would normally work morning shift or afternoon shift. In all his work engagements, he keeps communicating with me as his supervisor with regards to his duties. Now, can I just pause here? You did indicate earlier that you had a good working relationship with Pompey, with Director Pompey. And we know that by 10:34, you had already discovered the drugs. Correct?
Right.
By 10:34 on the 9th of July 2021.
Yes.
Okay. Was this not an opportunity to say, yo, you're calling me and I've just made this massive drug bust at that stage? I mean, this is not even you calling Director Pompey. Director Pompey is calling you to ask you to join on the roadblock. There's no danger now about interception or anything. Why don't you mention it then?
He called me in the morning.
Yes,
Because I had to
10:34.
join him for visits. So you're saying, what's the question?
Why didn't you at 10:34, when you received the call from the director to join? Do you dispute that when the call was made, it was to join you to visit them at the K78 roadblock? When Director Pompey called you, what did he say to you? Why was he calling you?
Please join me. Let's go visit K78
Yes.
roadblocks.
Exactly. So at that stage, why don't you say, I can't, I am busy with a drug bust. I've just uncovered a massive amount of drugs here at Ayrton, so I can't come now.
No, I was still gonna tell him as to what time. I didn't see any urgency.
That is implausible. You as a traffic officer have just made a significant drug bust, 700 kgs. You don't see that when your boss calls you to ask you to join on a roadblock, that you say, listen, I've done something bigger here. You don't see, you want us to accept that you wouldn't have said that if it was a legitimate operation.
If I recall, he called me. Are you saying he called me at 10:34?
I'm not saying it. That's what he says. On the 9th of July 2021 at 10:34, I phoned Mashaba as the acting deputy director in the Southern Corridor to join my visit to all the K78 roadblock in our area to give support to our officers.
No, I think this time I couldn't. I mean, the scene was a chaos this time already. So I knew I was going to get time to call him. Because here we were still, I can say we were still having some misunderstandings with other police as colleagues.
Chief, I'm going to suggest that you didn't tell Director Pompey about your discovery because you weren't on a legitimate operation. It was your side hustle with Mr. Nku. That's why you didn't say anything. You only involve people when you are now in a bind because you've been arrested, because you're being bullied by General Khan. That is when you engage with your superiors. But when you are called to attend to official business, you don't say, I can't attend to official business now because I've just made one of the biggest drug busts in the country.
Well, you are telling me I don't have control over that. I'll just accept. what you're telling me.
Okay, thank you.
Or you did have control over telling your superior what you were doing. You can't hide behind what you've just said. Nothing stopped
she's
you.
saying-
Nothing stopped you from telling him.
No, she's saying she's telling me
Yes.
that she's putting to me that it's because it was illegitimate. So I'm saying I agree with you because that's your opinion. I cannot say anything.
What do you mean agree? Do you
Because
mean you,
she's
do you
telling
mean
me-
you accept the correctness of what Advocate Sigal Ncube is saying when you say you agree? What exactly do you mean I agree?
Chair, she is telling me that it was illegitimate. So if somebody says, like now the picture that is being painted was that we were stealing. I don't have control over what you think as a person. If you're saying I was stealing, it's your word against mine, it's fine. I'll accept you what you're saying because one way or the other I cannot convince you otherwise. That's what you already concluded.
Yes, Mr. Gilson.
Thank you, Chair. I have no further questions for the witness.
Chief Mashaba, go to page 145.